What is up? Welcome back to another YouTube video. I gotta say, Chat GPT is probably a cool app to use. At first, I thought it was just like AI slop, but then getting into it, I really get to see why people are hyping it up towards where it needs to be. For starters, I do think that okay, if you have an issue, like say if you want to plan for something in the future or have a goal, this can set you up for life. And I mean, I'm thinking like we're living in a golden age right now, a top tier golden age. So yeah, there was like this big hype thing over using ChatGPT, and I'd made AI videos in the past, kind of talking about like how I don't like the idea of AI and how that's going to really affect everything, job market wise, making money, content. If there's artists out there that's just trying to put like content out there, it's going to be really challenging to kind of get past that point. But with this one, it's different. This is actually kind of helpful because I mean I first started using Google, like I start typing in like prompts like, oh, what exercise will help out core strength if I'm boxing or fighting and stuff like that, what builds up strength, obviously doing like Russian twists, and then working on planks, and then kind of like building up your endurance and stuff like that. And those stuff is very helpful. Yeah, just utilizing technology for what it is and just taking it towards its full advantage, and utilizing everything that you can do possibly, and making AI kind of helpful. Another thing that I thought was kind of funny, the prompts I was writing on ChatGPT was very helpful and very compassionate too. This is the first time I've ever used something like this where I would utilize like a AI prompt, like saying, "Oh, I'm going through this particular issue with, okay, I need to lose weight, or I'm trying to like lose body fat because I'm struggling just trying to find a diet, or I'm having low sugar and low electrolyte imbalances in my system." This is me personally right here, and I need like some type of prompt to help me out so I can function and be more sociable, and being able to kind of go out and just live my day-to-day life. It'll give you a prompt. ChatGPT will give you a prompt, but then also it will be very compassionate towards how you're feeling. It told me that I was resilient. That no matter what I was going through, I pretty much tried my best to kind of figure out a solution that kind of led me to using the software. And it told me that I was resilient, and then that I have strong character traits. While reading that, I felt like, man, what's that movie? Oh my God, I felt like I was talking to somebody, like it was an actual person understanding what I was going through. What's that movie? Her or something like that? With Phoenix and that AI thing where it's just like they kind of understood each other. And it was just like, damn, like I can see why dudes have like AI chat GPT girlfriends that they trying to make up and have prompts. I mean, obviously don't do that. That is fucking terrible. That's down bad. But I felt something. I really felt something. It felt like I was talking to a legitimate person. So that was really nice that it said that, and then how helpful it is, and utilizing it. And obviously I'm super late in the game. I'm pretty sure there's like a lot of college students and people that are whatever profession that they're doing is utilizing what methods to kind of pass or get to the next level, or just getting up in the ranks. If a college student is just trying to like pass a class, writing the perfect essay, because back in my time, I would say like the 2010s, you really didn't have that much stuff. Like you literally had Wikipedia. That was the only thing you could use back then. But other than that, it was just you kind of have to do your own research. And the only thing that kind of helped was around like 2017 and 2018 when Socratic came out. Yeah, Socratic came out around that time, and yeah, all you had to do was just get your phone, point it towards the camera, towards the screen or whatever the question that you want to answer, and basically just, hey, like what's the answer for this? And it will give you the answer, but sometimes it won't be exactly, like it will send you to like three different pages, and then you would have to kind of like map it together and figuring out what was the correct answer, depending on like what you needed to do. Like I had this problem like in probably some history classes, like certain history classes, or like what's that not history is easy, it's straightforward. I would say like in geography, where like temperatures, and you have to know the math of like certain elements like rocks or something like that. like in surfaces, like earth textures and stuff like that. You would have to kind of like memorize on your own, and teachers would make it fucking impossible for you to kind of get the answer. So you would have to literally study, take hours upon hours, and I hated studying back then too. The only reason why I hated studying, mainly because it took so much time just to find the answer out of something, and I hated how teachers would do this. Like they would hide behind like certain phrases and words and just confuse the hell out of everybody doing it. It'll just confuse the hell out of everyone. And I'm just like, damn, like what the fuck is the answer then? Like it'll talk like in a certain phrase, basically just saying like, oh yeah, you know, what if this adds to that? And then like, you know, you're trying to figure out what the fuck the teacher wants you to do. And by the time you know, you're running out of time. So, and patience too, and how much energy it took. So you just want to hurry up and just get the answer done. And you just fucking put anything, and then you end up getting the shit wrong. And you're like, oh my God, I fucking failed. Like, what the fuck? You get fucking kidding me? Like, what the fuck? Get out of me head. I was, oh shit, yeah. But it's just like, what the fuck? So just yeah, I thought it was very you know, kind of out of pocket for teachers to kind of do that. So you know, with this now, I'm pretty sure if I was like in high school, college even, because I'm in university and I don't have to do like math or writing or any extra curricular bullshit. I don't have to do that anymore. So I'm just doing like art and just, you know, basically that's it. You just kind of create instead of like trying to like put something together or write. So if I had chat GPT back then, I think I would be pretty sad. So I think the biggest thing with all this now is just how crazy technology is becoming, and you know, I'm looking forward to the good side of it. This is a positive side of AI. I think this is like, you know, I always talk about like what would it be like to be born in the 90s, well, to be around in the 90s, not to be born in the 90s, but to be around like around that time period, because I'm always comparing like how it is now to how it was back then when you know, I talk to family, you know, my dad, my mom, and my dad, they were born around that time in the 70s, going into the 90s. So yeah, like you would have to find a lot of the research on yourself. You would have to ask people, know people, word of mouth, and you know, it's like, you know, it's cool around that time, but fuck, it probably was complicated as shit just to kind of find information. But now here we are, we have something where you can just type up a prompt, and then AI will literally just help you put together a business plan, a workout plan, cooking, diet, whatever goals you have. If you have health issues, self-esteem issues, confidence, and just building up, you know, anything of value. So I do think that's pretty cool. I think that's kind of helpful. And yeah, that's the only good thing. I always try to be educational with all this stuff because, you know, utilizing YouTube and utilizing, you know, just like reading books and then podcasts, and then, you know, of course you got this. This is educational. I love educational stuff because you get to learn and get better, and, you know, kind of like seek out your resources and just figure out ways to kind of like build up your knowledge, and, you know, utilizing that because, man, AI is kind of cool. But my whole thing is with all this stuff, just utilize it and just see what you can do with it. It's pretty fun. And also you can, you know, if you want to build a YouTube channel, I mean, you can do that. Like, oh, how to put the best thumbnail or the best idea for a title card. Like, say, oh, how do I get to a certain point where I want to put together a title card? So, you know, instead of like having this long ass thumbnail or this topic or title, you can just shorten it down, and that can help you out with that too. And I'm pretty sure it can help you make money. You know, ChatGPT. I haven't tried that. I might try something like that, but make money, how to build credit, all that stuff. I think that's pretty cool. I love learning stuff. Just, you know, the older you get, the more you want to do things, and you know, feel like you're independent. You know, as an adult. So this is like a super cheat code. But yeah, I mean, the only thing I can probably think of is how, you know, using ChatGPT to fight. But then I'm not a. I think experience is gonna help out the most with that. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. Really appreciate it. This is just a random video. More to come. And, you know, make sure you guys like, subscribe, tell me how you feel about ChatGPT. And we're almost close to 10 minutes. I'm trying to get to 10 minutes. And bye.